What's up, comic and pop culture fans? James with Hunter Comics here. Welcome to the Sunday show. I'll lean down for you guys to see me. I'll just stand here. Last Wednesday, we had some weird internet trouble, so now I got an Ethernet cable running across the floor. So, should we take bets on how many times I'm going to trip today? I'm betting it's going to be a lot. Anyway, a little bit of everything here. I'm actually still waiting to hear back on a long box of all Silver Age DC. So that should be pretty exciting. I'm going to keep checking my phone. If he accepts my offer, it's already priced and good to go, so we can run it. But I have to wait till I get the confirmation from him. But otherwise, we've got tons of great stuff today, and hopefully also a nice batch of Silver Age DC, which is sort of a staple to the show here. Here, of course, is the link. If you get a book, even if you get just one, please fill out the link. It doesn't matter if you're a regular. Please fill it out. It makes it a lot easier in the invoicing process. International shipping, I'll ship anywhere in the world. For international shipping, you guys are going to owe me the shipping label and the customs of your choice. Okay? I guess let's, what else is there? Oh, very important. If you ever get 10 claims, you get 10% off. If you get 20 claims, you're going to get 20% off. And that is going to be eligible for all books under $100, meaning if it's over $100, it'll count towards the total. It'll count to the tally, but that particular book, I probably spent exactly what you're seeing on the price. So if I do the 20% on that, I'm losing money, okay? It's a razor thin profit margin game here, people. Let's get to it. I'm going to grab the first box. Okay, we're starting out with Thor, looks like. All right, here, of course, is the start. I have the full run of God of Thunder, missing issue 10, 13, 19, and 20. When you price out the books individually, it actually comes to $240. Here you can take the full near mint run for $125. 240, $125. That's math anybody can enjoy. Obviously, I put number 2, first Gore the God Butcher, on top. I do have some cheapies. Near mint minus anniversary issue 350 on B. A near minty 341, which is a Superman Clark Kent crossover in the issue. So you actually have Clark Kent showing up, despite it being obviously a 1980s Marvel book. Kind of cool. We have our first book, our first big boy book of the night, other than the full run of God of Thunder. I have a near mint, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill, bundled with a near mint Newsy, second and origin of Beta Ray Bill, for $105. And I think it's good enough to go all the way, so I did mark that for grading. Let's get into the Silver Age. We have a beautiful mid-grade 187 on I. Thanks to Uncle Lou. Good claim. High grade, mid to high, 186. A nice Hella cover. Although I like this Odin cover a lot too. Same condition, 178. Gorgeous. On D. Sharp looking books today. 178. On E. And then this one is so high, I think it might land in the 9s right here. That is a 175 cool Loki cover on F. Looks like no more video problems. I'm snaking an Ethernet cable all the way across the floor, so that might have done the trick. The only problem is, who wants to bet that I'm going to trip a lot during the show? All right. Another nice looking mid-grade 172. That is in Mylar. Let's see. Box G. High grade 171 on D. I can't believe this is the price of this now. I have a mid-grade second appearance of him at a very humble $30. I'm always blown away by how far the Adam Warlock stuff has gone. Meatball. Oh, you know what? Don't forget to hit that like button. I always forget to say that. Alex Ray. Thank you, sir. This is a key. First of all, great Galactus cover. But it's Thor 160, where it's a Galactus versus Ego. And this is a mid to high grade here, 12 center at $40. That'll be on C. Nice 12 center here, mid to high, 159. I always found, I think Thor is one of the cheaper Silver Age ones out there. 10s and 15s for these conditions is kind of wild. This one, it's a key. I didn't even write it on there. It's the Origin of Thor. This is a mid-grade 158 in Mylar. It's going to be down here on J, so it's going to be a little hidden. But guys, let's see a little action here. I'm starting off with Silver Age. We're starting with a bang. So let's get a little movement. And don't forget to hit that like button. And here's the link. Thanks, action. One of my favorite covers. It is not a key, but I've just always liked the composition, the color tone of this Ragnarok. Super curvy. Nice, beautiful mid to mid high. 157 on C. Again, I want to reiterate, I got nothing but all gradable candidates of the full run of Swamp. I almost said Swamp Thing. Geez. God of Thunder. Price is at the $240. Check out my 125. Swamp Fox. That might be why I said Swamp. Swamp Fox. You got A and B. Swamp, I feel like you actually have a pile with me already. Let's see. Maybe not. Come on. No, you don't. Okay, I'll start a pile. Okay. $0.12 Thor continues. Mid-grade 156. B. And 155. A. Nice looking stuff here. Another color scheme I really dig. Mid-grade 153. Hiding there on J. See if we can't get this a little faster here. There's the link, of course. Awesome, Penguin. That's great to hear. We've got you started on a new short box, I see. A Batman CG. What Batman CGC did you get? Refresh my memory. Here, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go find my phone. I need to check to see if the guy got back to me about the Silver Age DC. Okay. I thought I was pricing this stuff to fly off the shelf, but we don't seem to be doing that. Let's see what's going on here. E and G. We have a high grade 152 on G and a mid grade 151 Thor versus Destroyer on E. We have a Brian 12, got an A. Brian 12, where's you're right here. This is the Origin of Black Bolt, mid grade 149 on A. Maybe mid high. There was a Jim Lee cover Batman. I actually don't know what that is. Maybe from Hush? Thank you, Brian. Now, you know what's funny? I was pricing these. So this is 151, this is 146. Don't those look really, really, really similar? This one's the Origin of the Inhumans. Small little mini key. But it looks like that's Kirby copying his own artwork. It's kind of cool. I like seeing those oddity things like that. Thanks, Cole. All right, we're almost through our 4. Another Kirby classic when he does the angles there. This one's a mid-grade 144. 144 on E. And there's still lots of good stuff that has not been snagged. Excuse me. Wow. I have 5 more Thor books. There's a mid-grade 142. I swear that looks like the Green Goblin, but it's a Super Scroll. Brian, let me know if that is the new E-claim or the old. Guys, let's get some of these other books cleaned up so we can have some new spots to work with, and hit that like button. Jay is out of here. Hey, Colt. Oh, let me get the movie. This one is the first appearance of Oracle, mid-grade 138 for 138 on J. And then this is actually a mid-grade first appearance of Ego. Living Planet Ego on E. E for Ego. It's a nice copy. Or, surprised I have to do this, but if someone wants to claim all the 4, there's a couple more books here. You could say claim all the 4, and I'll give you a couple for free. John Henson is going to get E. John Henson is actually my resident Thor guy. John Henson. Thanks, John. Good to see you. Again, we'll open up the offer. If anyone wants to do a clean sweep of the Thor, I'll give you a couple books for free. 130, mid to low, 12 center. All right, and I'm going to give you guys 1 minute for that offer. Although my phone has disappeared, there it is. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. We got 149, 156, 157, 171, 159, 152, 187, 138, and a 135, which is a key. 135 on E. You got about 40 seconds if you want to bundle and get some free books. Yes, Derek, I would do that. If you get A through G and J, I will first A through G, I and J. Yeah, I'll totally give you a nice healthy discount there. Yeah, if you just want to claim the rest of the silvers, that's cool. I already own. All right, let me just get your name down. Derek Mootart. Yeah. All right, thank you, sir. I'm going to give you the most expensive of them, or the second most expensive. Thank you for your business. You'll be invoiced after the show. Just make sure you fill out that link. You'll put your first name, last name. Make sure your address is airtight and perfect, my friend. All right, and before we do that, let's do something crazy. Here, have $240 for $100. Take it. All right, moving on. I have a mid-grade in Mylar, Marriage of Wanda and Vision on D. I have a mid to high, Mantis becomes the Celestial Madonna, Death of the Swordsman, Origin of Rama Tut. This is a giant size Avengers number 2. I'll put it on G for giant size. I also have a mid to high grade Avengers Annual 3, which has a bunch of Origin stuff in there. That's a nice copy. Let's see. Avengers 200 near mint. Ms. Marvel impregnated by her own son from the future. One of the weirdest comic books ever created. If you like Game of Thrones, you'll like that book. First appearance of Karina Tavon, as well as the first meeting of Avengers with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And actually, I think a gradable candidate there. I'm going to put that on B. The issue is 167. Thanks, Penguin. Beautiful condition cap. We have a mid to high grade 12 cent 114 on H. I have the Origin of Captain America, mid to high grade. Captain America keys might actually even be cheaper than Thor. Yep. I have a very high grade. Very high grade. You're in the 9s, I think, even though it might be a 9.0 flat. $90. First appearance of Red Wolf. Great cover. Always liked that one on A. You got one chance. That's going out to get graded if nobody does. Swampy got H. Meatball Mario got C. And Bailey Hartridge gets D. me a second. I just have to write that down. Bailey Partridge. Thanks, Bailey. There's a link. All right, we'll do our Avengers. I have a, what is this? First appearance of the Lethal Legion. It's the second appearance of M'Baku. It's about a 4.5, issue 78. Here we have the first meeting of Vision and Scarlet Witch, and this sucker is pretty high grade. I would actually put it at about an 8. It's going to be there on D. I should have bundled that with the marriage, actually. That's what I should have done. Hello, Fortunato. Looks like Brian got you beat on that one by just a pinch. Here's a mid-grade first appearance of Archon. Quicksilver cover. Mr. Key. We're filling a new long box for you, Tom. Do we register before claiming? Register after you're confirmed to have gotten at least one book. What's the torpedo in the back of them? That was from Torpedo Comics. So any book you ever get from Torpedo, they have like their own special COA on the back. Does this one have one? No. Mylar up, high grade 74. It's a non-key, but if you want a high grade upgradable copy, there you go. Let's see. Here is a high grade, very high grade 73. First appearance of Monica Lynn. I think you're at a 8 to a 9 there. Very impressive, especially for the time. Monica Lynn, I believe, is a love interest of Black Panther. I want to say, yeah. 300. Thanks, Brian. Drinking a beer today because I don't have wine. Let's see. Any more Avengers? Ah, yes. First cover of Ultron. I think this sucker's like a 9 point something. Maybe a 9.2, maybe a 9.4. That's awesome. Kind of want to get it graded. Probably the highest grade I've ever seen of it. There you go. First mention of adamantium. First Ultron 6 and first Myron McLean. We have a triple P mid-grade 66. There will definitely be Superman today, as long as I hear back from this dude. Let me check my email. I do have a couple emails. Oh yeah, we're golden, Pony Boy. All right, we are cleared. The guy accepted my offer, so we're able to run the Silver Age DC. Nice. All right. Final 12-cent issue, An Origin of Hawkeye. We have a mid-grade 65 on F. First appearance of Barney Barton, who doesn't Barney become Trick Shot? Or is it Bullseye? I forget. No, not Bullseye. You know what I mean. I think it's Trick Shot. We have a mid to high grade 64 on I. This one's a non-key 12 center 61 non-key B. Here we have The Marriage of Hank and Janet. That is a mid-grade 60. A. Let me take a sip. Sepasi. I probably butchered the name pronunciation of that. Michael Sepasi. Don't forget, guys, if you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. If you get 20 claims, I'm going to give you 20% off. Here we go. Fortunato. Fortunato, where's your pile? Dalton, Triplet, Beckham, Tomlinson, Hartford Heat. Bop, 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 bop. Fortunato 164 was like the last pile I looked in. Morning Nerds. Here we have a high grade first appearance of Yellow Jacket. Avengers 59 looks nice in that Mylar too. That's a good one. Yeah, 59 will be. I also have the second appearance of Vision and Black Panther meets the Avengers with Avengers 58. That is a mid grade, nice looking mid grade, maybe even a 7, I would say. And actually, it's kind of blink and you miss it, but actually, they're silhouetted against Vision's face. See that in the background there? Second appearance of Vision. All right. Here we have an Avengers 56 in remarkable condition. You're in the nines on this, maybe even a 9294. And this looks like it's never even been cleaned or pressed. So, bing, bang, boom. There you go, $100 on Jay. You're going to have one shot at that because that's going out to get graded. Andy Reinhardt, do you have a pile? Let's see. I thought you did. So many people start with an A. Oh my gosh. Actually, I don't see a pile for you. But yeah, Andy, we can do that. You just write 25. Douglas Gonaghan is going to get J. And actually, guys, Douglas Gonaghan reached out to me before the sale, and it's going to ship out with this 5.5 white pager. Thanks, Doug. Give a round of applause for Douglas's very big boy purchase right there. First X-Men crossover, nice mid-grade in Mylar. We brought the meats today for you guys on H. Don't forget to hit that like button. Is a UF4 poly bag for 300 a good deal? Actually, that's a very good deal. If you don't take it, give me that guy's number. I want that. Thanks, Todd. I got another gradable candidate here. A high grade first appearance of the Grim Reaper. Derek Muthart is going to get an A. Derek, you don't have a pile of me already, do you? Derek, I don't think you do. I'm not seeing it. No. Thanks, Derek. You know what to do. Comic Cadet, I mean, it depends on the condition. If it's like a near minty, yeah, sure. First appearance of Apollo, a gradable candidate there. Nice high grade copy. Yeah, that's nice. An A. I have a mid-grade First Mutant Nation proposed by Magneto. Scarlet Witch quits, and most people know it as the first appearance of Typhon. That is a 49 on J. Mr. Ed is going to take a gradable. Ed Craze takes a gradable H. Don't worry, guys. It's not all 60s and 70s. We do have other stuff there. Colt got a J. Thank you, Colt. Oh, this was supposed to go to my antique shop. You can tell because I did that. But that is $40. First Dane Whitman is Black Knight. I guess we're bringing it to a claim sale, so that'll be on H. I see Thorn takes a C, E, F. C, E. Okay, you know what? Let me write a quick. There we go. Avengers 46. Maybe about a 5. This is the first appearance of Whirlwind. Here's the origin of Black Widow. About a 6. Issue 44. A. Colt. Blake, I did get that. Should be processed by midweek. Sepsi is going to get an A. Actionic. C. And this is about a 6.5 first appearance of Rogue. $50. Here's also about a, I don't know, 6.5, maybe better. Newsy, first Taskmaster. That price used to be hilariously higher. That's on A. Now we're bringing out the big guns. Here we go. Every book's a key here. First appearance of M'Baku. Actually, Torpedo graded it. They said it is a 5, which is a very good / fine. $50. Everett Lee. Everett Lee got an A. Yoink. Everett Lee got A. Thorn got C. Somebody got I. Roman Curtis. Roman Curtis. What? Let's see. All right, Roman Curtis, thank you. E goes to Thorn. And I have about a 6.0, maybe. First Red Guardian. That is Avengers 43. We'll put that on A. Any more Avengers? Oh, no. We have actually killed a box. Nice. I see another claim. Looks like Everett beat out Mr. Curtis. Everett. There you go. Now, I apologize. I've been trying to keep $40 books and up in Mylar, but the Mylar did not arrive in time. So everything's in just normal bags and boards. Next, Roman. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah. I got this monstrosity. Howard the Duck, number 1 through 28, mid to high grade copies, the lot of them. It actually has all the keys except for the final last issue is a key. I think there's 31 issues, so it's missing the last few. But there you go. H for Howard the Duck. That's a good price. Next. Laura Leeds. Box, Laura. Laura, I think I'm going to start you on a short box. Here we go. Ugh. Let's see. Okay, what we got? Full run in near mint. Some of this, maybe even 9, 8 candidates here. Full run of Vision and Scarlet Witch on I. Finally, some cheapy keys for you. First appearance of the Russian Punisher, number 8 from the Ennis run, my favorite run. First appearance of Ma Nuki, not Noki, Nuki. That is a high-grade first yellow jacket. Avengers 59 on B. Son of Chrome. And Son of Chrome, you've got a pile somewhere. Found it. I also have Punisher number 1 and 2 from the Ennis run. That will be the new C. And I have a near mint minus very fine plus Punisher number 1. This is the first ongoing series. When he feels a bazooka is necessary for interrogations out of this apartment window. Son of Chrome also got a. Penguin got Yellow Jacket. This is not a Marvel claim sale exclusively. We've been doing just Marvel so far, but there will be a moment, I think after this short box, we're going to do a hard switch. I have an entire long box of just DC. All right. The full run of the Punisher limited series. Number 1 is a very fine. I thought the rest were near mint. That'll be on B. Let's do a couple Black Panthers. Black Panther number 1, first appearance of Zenzi on H. Black Panther number 5. We have a gradable. I put the dot in there, which means I'm going to get that graded if it doesn't go today. First Shuri as Black Panther on C. Another book I believe is a 9.8. This is first Okoye, Dora Milaje, and Nakia. Number 1 from the Priest run. I'm actually shocked. B and E is still here. All right. Let's do some Silver Age. Nick Fury, mid-grade, 17. F. Mid to high, 10. G. High grade Steranko Classic, number 5. That's going to get graded if it doesn't go today. Mr. Colt. Donegan. What happened to this top row here? Good stuff up there. Powell takes first Okoye. Tom gets first Shuri as Black Panther. Excuse me. All right. Another Steranko Classic. We have a mid to high grade, number 3. I love that cover. Look at that art, man. Look at that art. $20. Okay. First appearance of Centurious. A sharp mid grade, number 2. I had a number 1, but I put it in my antique shop on the wall. That's Steranko. Fellow can draw. Black Panther, number 8. First appearance of Kanata. Origin of Black Panther, very fine plus. Got a $25, $30 high. I'm doing 15. Here we have a near mint, maybe near mint minus 1977 first Bashenga. H. Thorn. Oh, Doug, you just missed that one. Mr. Curtis. Is B and E? I believe they're all direct. Could be like one that's not, but I don't think so. All right, let's do a mid-grade Kirby Black Panther 1 on A. Let's see if I wrote on the back. Maybe a 6. $40. And I do have one of the KKK Black Panther issues. This is a mid-grade number 20. Black Panther versus the KKK. H. Again, I want to reiterate, and I'm going off of the eBay recent sales. I saw $40 to $60 for minty runs of this. This is a minty run. More Elite. Action. And Health. Swamp picks up a G and F. I got a couple more Black Panthers. I have 2 more. This one's a non-key. 16, it is mid-grade. Non-key. C. And then number 10, first King Cadaver, mid-grade plus. Okay. Roman. Prom. And Bozeman. Thanks, Herman. I have a pile for you right here. Make sure you fill out that link, please. This will be how I invoice you after the show. All right, that was the last of, never mind. Death of Killmonger, mid-grade Jungle Action 17. That's the last of my Black Panther. Let's do... First meeting of Vision and Scarlet Witch. Drop $10. There you go. 65. Bailey's saying, did I get I? Let me see. Did I or did Crom? Oh, I see. You actually did beat Crom to that one. So Crom, I'm going to bump that one back over to Bailey. Sorry about that. And then we are caught up. All right. Curtis. Ray. Got the Killmonger. Another near minty full run here of Lethal Protector on H. All right. Then I had a bunch of gorgeous Captain Marvels. I pretty much have them all for 10 except for the keys. So 3, 4, these are all mid to high. 5, that one is not a key, but it's high grade. So that one I had to do 15. Same with 7. We have a first appearance of CyberX. There are actually 2 of that. And number 9. There you go. Nice copies of these. Very clean. We are caught up, everybody. Thank you. Tom does a clean sweep of Cap. Thank you, Tom. All right, now we have second Starro. Hey, look, it's our first DC entry. Second Starro. This is a mid-grade, sharp mid-grade on C. It's Justice League of America 65. I also have 60 mid-grade on G. I also have 57. That's in Mylar. That is a nice copy. Good looking mid-grade on A. We have a mid to high classic JSA versus JLA. That is, I want to say 56. Dennis Frangicevic. Dennis, do you have a pile? Dennis. No, you do not. All right, we'll get you started. Hello from Facebook. I'm just going to say Dennis Brand. A little easier. All right. Thanks, Dennis. As always. All right, cool. All right, then we have Rogan. I'm so sorry. I just burped in your guys' face. And then Colt. And you will see more DC because I've got a bunch of DC we're able to do next. Number 54, mid to low, 54 on C. 8. 53, mid on E. Hawkman joins in this mid-grade issue of 31. A. Classic cover. That is a mid to high on F. That is issue number 28, the picketing cover there. All right, let's see. Dennis Rand is going to get our discounted first meeting of Scarlet Witch and Vision. Nice. Nick from Facebook gets, oh wait, I almost grabbed A. Gets E. Lethal, oh God. If you ever see someone charging $70 for just a number 1, You should report them to the local police. That would be crazy. That is the full run. All right, what we got? Roman got E. That's old news. Action got C. Roman got A. Okay. Damn. Well, all right. I see what I was doing here. I was saying 24, getting kind of early in the numbering. Weird that I have 10, but there is a subscription crease down the middle. So I think I see what I was doing here. Let's see. Herman's going to get the full run. Thanks, Bozeman. Then we have mid to low, the classic crisis issue of number 22 on D in Mylar. This is before my Mylar ran out, so I was still able to do it here. Roman got C and just beat out Comic Cadet. Don't worry, Comic Cadet. They're actually, you might even see that book again, because I know in the Silver Age DC box we have, there was more JLA, so you guys actually might get another shot at this. 19, nice early numbering here. Mid. We have a mid to low. 15, nice early numbering. $10. Big boy, first Lord of Time, Abnazar Ghost, but most importantly, Felix Faust. And believe it or not, I have another one. So don't worry. This is a sharp looking mid grade. That is number 10. Justice League number 10. That's a big deal. Hold. Tay, for some, I haven't gotten any of your messages. So shoot me an email, my friend. Final 10-cent issue. It's actually a. Do I have it written down? Like a respectable 4 or 5 to a 5. That's actually pretty good for 10-cent. That's number 7, the final 10-cent issue. And then that's the rest of the JLA for now, but there's more that we'll be getting to. Here is a mid to low. Maybe it's a 4. Tales to Astonish 79. Classic Hulk versus Herc on D. Tales to Astonish. Then we have Tales to Astonish 58. Relatively low. I said 58. I meant 78. This one, our final Tales to Astonish, is 71. Relatively low. First, Lord Vashti on I, and we actually killed another box. All right, let's see what we got. I see a new name, Yurko. Thanks for your claim, Yurko. Yurko, make sure you fill out the link. You're going to pop your username, first name, last name. Make sure your address is perfect. After all, that is where we will be shipping to. Okay. Colt. Meatball. Basti. D is gone. E is gone. I is gone. I have bought many before. Word. That still doesn't mean anything. You gotta fill out that link, please. I do the invoices in the order in which the links come through. All right, let me get the next box. Before we go off and do some Silver Age DC, actually, ironically, we've been doing some, I'm going to get a little bit of an 80s, 90s box just to kind of switch things up. Man, we really do have a 70s heavy day today. My God. All right, you know what? Here's what we'll do. 90s gimmicks. 90s gimmicks. It's buy four, get one free. They are all at least $5. So when you claim a 90s gimmick, or I'll say just claim you are getting $25 for 20. However, some of them, and honestly, most of them I do this with, most of them have over $30 in them that you're just getting for 20. Let's do it. On one that has, yeah. So that'll be on There's one for display. Literally a newsy Web of Spider-Man 90 might be $20 right there. That's the first Spider-Man 2099. So you could say claim 90s, you can say claim and I'll get them going for you. All right, Laura Lee. Thank you, Laura. This is great stuff to pad a box too, I will say. Swampy. Swamp, swamp, swamp. Where are you? There you go. Mr. Harper. X-Men 300, first Amelia bought. Yes, I do have a lot of those. Mr. Baker. Baker. Why is that tape coming undone? Cool. All right. Son of Chrome. Axionic, you're getting right there. You got like 3 inches left in your box there. You're right up against it. Maybe even 2 inches there. I think we'll be able to get you shipped today for sure. All right. Now we've got a few left of those. Let me find a different box. All right, I'm just going to grab some random stuff. Why is this still here? That's the full run, folks. Not just number one. All right, Dennis. Nice Felix Faust. Like I said, there's a possibility I have another one. You got it, Crom. All right, here's a Dr. Doom cover, mid-grade Master of Kung Fu 60. C. We have a low-grade Jackal revealed to be Miles Warren, ASM 25 center, 148. Third appearance of Black Cat is 204, mid-grade E. ASM 282, hey, high grade. Anniversary cover, and I got the newsy. Okay. Dennis. Nice, dude. Sick, bro. Neat. Wow, that went fast. All right, Bowers on E. God, ASM is such a good mover. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, E. Bowers got A. Ray got D, nothing on D. Thor got E, nothing on E. Okay. There's the link. I'm going to take our 90s gimmick down. Give me a second. Also, fun fact, some of you are going to have some signed books in your 90s gimmick pile, so that's exciting. 4th appearance of Black Cat, mid-grade I. That is 205. Mid-grade Newsy, first Rose, ASM 253. High grade, first Manslaughter Marsdale, 271 Newsy E. And I'm going to slow down because ASM moves fast. Palf got 290s. And with that, Palf, it looks like we're starting another box for you. That perfectly filled your short box, and we can get you started on another one. I to meet. Clean D to Baker. Meet with E. Clean JLA 28. You and me both, brother. Yeah, Comic Cadet. I'll chop $5 off. We'll make it a clean 50 if you do that. Comic Cadet. Just confirm and I'll grab them. All right. High grade 272 and Newsy, first appearance of Slide D. Mid grade 276, Flash as Hobgoblin. Newsy 276 H. Mid to high Newsy, Death of Wizard 278 I. Mid to high 332, classic cover. ASM 359 has a notable Carnage cameo in this one before the actual first appearance of Carnage. Some people say it's the first cameo of Carnage. 359 mid to high Newsy B. Neat. Bowers on J. Boop, 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 boop. Harper on B. I really should do another Spider-Man sale. I really should. I keep forgetting how much of a good mover. Here is a mid to low 361. Technical first full appearance of Carnage. Let's go with a high grade 362. Second Carnage. High grade 389. Origin of Chameleon. D. High grade 392, ASM 50 homage, and I'll pause because this stuff moves fast. What do we got? Zamboni got A. A lot of people wanted A. Nick from Facebook. Yeah, I'll do that. What do I fill out? Don't worry about that. That part's actually not that important. Bowers got B. Someone take the Doctor Doom cover on C. I'll do it for 5. Meat. Hours. Swamp. Archie Adventure Series. Man Tech Robot Warriors #1. B. Gradable copy and newsy of Phoenix the Untold Story #1. B. I was lazy and didn't feel like looking these up. There's some sort of Virgin Transformer variants. They even have COA. I was just trying to get the stuff priced in time, so I said I don't care if they're like $20 books. So have at. All right, then we have, this is a brand new book, Supergirl #1, brand new off the shelf, off the rack book. And of course, I grabbed the art germ. That'll be on C, but I have, I got like 4 of them. Half, Astro. Cadet. I just got to remember where I put your pile. There you are. Comic Cadet got a C. So did Esmeralda. Astro Zombie. And Laura. I guess I should have got more. All right, cool. All right, Phantom Menace, high grade, #1. Always surprised how cheap that is. Hey, whatever. Gradable candidate of Return of Jedi, #1. Newsy, too. Darth Maul, solo series there, near mint on H. A little random, tiny Star Wars pocket for you guys. Let me make this a little easier for you. Definitely a gradable candidate. All right. First appearance of Joystick, Scarlet Spider, #2. Scarlet Spider villain. Here we have a perfect copy and a newsy, still sealed copy. First appearance of Annex. McLaughlin. We've been slowly building your pile. Meat. Near mint newsy. Nice. First Maverick, the newsstand. X-Men Jim Lee, 5. First Belladonna Boudreaux, #8. Newsstand. Jim Lee X-Men, #8. C. First appearance of Onslaught, near mint newsstand, X-Men 53B. I actually couldn't find this book in my research, so I'm just doing cover price. X-Men, the Disney What If issue. Hopefully that's not like $500 and I'm an idiot, but there you go. I have 2. First, Amelia Vaught and the Legacy Virus. 300, The Newsstand. I'm getting both graded if you guys don't on A. I need a second. X-Men Gold. Some dude lost his job over this issue because he snuck some propaganda in it or something. Got a little cult following. Why have these not moved? This is almost, I mean, I sell the direct editions for $4. This is the newsstands. Typically, 90s newsstands of this doubles the price. Same with all these. All right, Bauer's got G. First, Maverick, the Newsy on B. Not one to miss. Giant Size X-Men reprint, Classic X, #1. Very fine. I. Another Newsy. Some people actually sell the directs for $5. Here's a near mint Newsy for this $5. Gonigan. All right, here are all the gradable near minty Danger Girl stuff, J. Scott Campbell's and fun stuff. Here's one that's still sealed after all this time. Danger Girl. All this stuff is gradable. A bunch of sexy cover, all in near mint. Bondage, J. Scott Campbell variant. I recently got a J. Scott Campbell collector, sold me his collection. Damn it. Here's another batch that's supposed to be at the antique shop, but I accidentally brought it here. We'll run it. All right, let's see. Brock Peterson is going to get H. Brock, make sure you fill out the link, first name, last name, all that stuff. Here you go. And most importantly, try to get 9 more claims. When you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. When you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. Available at every show. All right, Brock got that. Pilgrim got A. Pilgrim got B. Chonic got C. What sort of negative zone are we in that I've got X-Men books up on the wall still here? That's cray. All right, listen up. The next books were intended for the antique shop. They were supposed to go into my bins with listed prices. So I don't have the big obvious stickers, so you're going to have to hear them. So here's my Ghost Riders. Mid-grade 41, $3. High grade 36, $10. High grade 34, $10 if you want your Bronze Age Ghost. When I mean high grade, some of this stuff is near mint, guys. It's clean. 33, same thing, $10. Or if you want, you can just say claim Ghost Rider. I'll give you a couple for free. This is a key, and I don't have written on what it is, but that's a high grade number 30 for $25. Mid to high 27 for $8. Mid to high 25 for $8. This one's a key high grade, $10 on J. I never have 70s Ghost Rider. Dude, damn it. I just got a notification on my phone that said reminder about my own watched item, which is the first John Stewart 9/8. I thought it said someone I thought it said someone bought it. I was about to you guys were about to see me have a full-blown party over here. All right, let's give Uncle Lou some free books. He claims the ghost. Done and done. Uncle Lou, I think you earned yourself a free first onslaught. And a free giant size X-Men reprint in Classic X1. Thank you, sir. Moving on. Kind of excited about this next thing. I never have this run. And I don't know how well it's going to move because I've never had it before, but we will see. I got a super high grade run of all the Marvel Classics comics. So I basically priced them by condition. So you're going to see some 5s, 7s, and 8s. And some of them in the back half are actually a little bit more scarce, so they'll climb above that. But this is a high grade number 5. It's issue number 2. Time Machine. Number 3. Even higher. B. Number 4. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Number 6. Gulliver's Travels. All these books are in the 9s, but I will let you know when you might be looking at an actual possible 9/8 candidate. There are some in here. Tom Sawyer is issue number 7. Moby Dick is issue number 8. There's a 9/8 candidate. Number 9, the Dracula. Very popular one right there. Colt Takes Leagues Under the Sea. Same thing as the Ghost Rider. If you want to claim it all, I'll take care of you. I'll give you some free stuff. Williams. Red Badge of Courage. C. Mysterious Island. G, that's number 11. Number 12 is Three Musketeers. H. Number 13 is Last of the Mohicans. I. Number 14 is War of the Worlds. J. Harp. And then Brian got E and F. Colt gets Last of the Mohicans. Penguin gets War of the Worlds. Astro Zombie gets Time Machine. Oh, my back. I'm going to reorganize. So hold on. I'm reorganizing. Let me just make sure. Okay, I think we're good. All right. 3 is now on A. 6 is now on B. 12 is now on C. 15 is Treasure Island on D. Excuse me. 16 is Ivanhoe on E. 17 is The Count of Monte Cristo, F. 21 is Master of the World. 22 is Food of the Gods. 23, gorgeous book, Moonstone. Now you're going to see a little shift. This back half does appear to price pretty noticeably higher than the first half, so just watch out. 24, She. Okay. All right. Cult starts it with an H, Food of the Gods. I don't even know that one at all. Geek This Week is a J. Crane, D. Actionic, got Count of Monte Cristo. Who is she? I have no idea. Another popular one. People like to grade this one. Invisible Man on D, number 25, as well as the Iliad, 26. Kidnapped, 27. Pit and Pendulum. Is that Boris Karloff? 28. Astro, Three Musketeers. Meatball got F. Nope. Fine. I've actually never had this stuff. Vincent Price, not Boris Karloff. Now I'm drawing a blank on who Boris Karloff is. C and F. Oh, Roman, you're behind. Those are both gone. I'm gonna shuffle. So hold on. Roman, there's nothing on F. I think you mean E. I think you mean E. All right. 16 is now on A. 27 is now on B. 23 is now on C. Prisoner of Zenda, 21. D. Arabian Nights. E. First Men on the Moon. F. 31. 32 is White Fang. G, we got the big one coming up. 33, Prince and Pauper. 34, Robin Hood. And the best one, Alice in Wonderland 35, and a key, and a super sharp copy worthy of getting graded. Huh, these moved kind of well. I might actually keep these in mind. That's a new name, Grinder Gamer. Grinder Gamer RPG. Grinder Gamer RPG. Thank you for your Wonderland claim. Don't forget to fill out that link. First name, last name, all that good stuff. Make sure your address is perfect. Okay? You'll get invoiced after the show. Boom. Moonstone. Facebook Nick. And that is the rest of them. Colt, I'm imagining it's a little bit of both. I'm imagining people are digging it for both. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Anybody want to take it? Take the rest. I'll give you one for free. I've never had those before. That's kind of cool. Those did honestly better than I thought they would. Funny thing is, I priced based on like eBay solds and stuff, and I'm pretty significantly under what I was seeing. Ah, Kev, that one sold. Comic Cadet, that is not a problem at all. Not a problem. All right, so 29 is now on C. Anybody want to claim that full wall? I will give you one for free. Colt takes them, which means, Colt, I'm going to give you one for free. Let me just confirm that you were first. Yes, Colt got it first. Also, I have a new product type. I have a mystery bundle I've never made before. I'm going to bring it at the end of the sale, so stay tuned. I think you guys are going to really dig it. Here's a couple bundles. Full run of Double Dragon. The full thing. Full run of DC vs. Marvel and Newsies, by the way. Just DC vs. Marvel #1 near mint newsy, or excuse me, near mint direct. That one's not a newsy. Excuse me. Full run of JSA All Stars. Obviously, I put 4 on the front because that's the first Star Girl. That's a big one. D. And full run of Catwoman in Rome. Is that Loeb? It's got to be Loeb. Jeff Loeb Classic. That actually ties into Long Victory and Dark Halloween. So nice. In fact, you know what? The entire wall is near mint. Yay. Oh, Weddle gets a B. Oh, Weddle, don't you have a pile? Yeah. Colt got D. Weddle got E. Crane got C. Everybody's favorite ugliest cover of all time, Captain America 2 with the floating head. This is a long shot, but we got any Valiant fans in here? I got some cheapies for you. Bloodshot 9, first Dr. Silk, near mint. Bloodshot 6 and 7, which is the first appearance of. Wait. Bloodshot 6 and 7, first cameo, full appearance of Ninjak, near mint. I used to price them for $5 each, which would make it 10. Let's move it at 8. Scarce Bloodshot, which is number 34, first Rampage, scarce issue. G. All the Valiant stuff is perfect condition. I just always like this cover, Brightest Day 14 with the White Lantern bats. It's a near mint. There you go, $3. Near mint full run of Batman versus Predator. Eat. Wait. Great. This is an Alex Ross Action Comics #1 homage in the anniversary edition, 1050, which is actually just the price off the rack, $7. Full run of Adam Eve and Rexplode, which was an Invincible miniseries. And I had another one that was missing issue 3. All right, let's see what we got. Kaiju, I don't want to put my email on blast during this sale, but go check out any of my videos. It's pinned there. Reinhardt got E. Zamboni, I. Just sent you a fax. Love it. I sent you a message about my eBay order. I did not get that. I know that your book is shipped out. Um, yeah, just message me, whatever. Okay, cool. Next box. We killed a long box. Look at us. We're flying. Here's a little pocket of some bigger keys, ironically, with a very cheap wall. Here is a perfect condition Umbrella Academy. That's the first appearance. An H. Chandler Sill, do you have a pile? Chandler Sill. I don't see it. Let me write you a pile. Chandler. All right, Chandler, gotcha. Palf. Nice. All right, next we got our first Dormammu. Strange Tales 126. This is a 4.5. First appearance of Dormammu. That was before I ran out of Mylar, so there you go. Another gradable copy. I actually think I had one last week. Here's another one. First Homelander from The Boys. I also have what I think is a 9.8 First Apocalypse. X Factor 6. That doesn't go today. It's going out in my pile. And then if anyone wants something a little extra spicy, First Star-Lord. I think it's about an 8. It'll be on E. C to David. Yurko, where did I put the pile? Yurko. Down here. First solo Moon Knight book, which actually predates #1, one of my favorites, Marvel Premiere 21, and that is a high grade on C. Nice copy, maybe even a gradable candidate. Yeah, sure. If that doesn't sell, I'll send that off. David, someone beat you to I. Uncle Lou is going to take C. Donegan gets an E. I'm probably mispronouncing your last name. I'm so sorry. Batman the First Knight, first appearance of The Voice, cover price. It's actually cover like C, I think, but it's the best cover out of all of them. That's one of the black label. Let me adjust my camera. There you go. Craig Connor said, C and E, please. Unfortunately, both of those books had already gotten claimed. Everybody refresh your browser. That'll make sure you're perfectly caught up to date. Okay, I don't want C. Interesting. Guys, please do not undo claims. All right, Yurko. That just went to, looks like Mr. Brock. Where did I have Brock? Brock. I did not mean to sound like a chicken just now. Brock Peterson. Brock. Where are you? There you go. Okay. C is a magazine size. Colt gets first Dormammu. Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to do a wall free refresh, so I'm going to give you guys a minute. If you claim the wall, I will give you G for free. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you guys have 1 minute. And Strillick, yes. C is gone. Thanks from Facebook. Comic Cadet, I cannot do that. That is a book pegged to go out and get graded today if it doesn't go. For the record, I believe the Key Collector High says 50 on that. It's a Homelander. H for Homelander, $40. That's the timer. And I'm getting this guy graded. Okay. Let's get to what I think is probably the star of the show. We got our Silver Age DC, which is the bread and butter to a Myth Hunter show. Let's do it. Okay. We're going to start it off with the Atom. Mid-grade, but maybe mid to high. 35, 12-cent Atom, $15. High grade, 33, $15. Mid grade, 32, $10. High grade, 31, $15. Claim all Atom. Okay. Gosh. All right, we're moving on to Aquaman. I am pinning that comic. That is the best comment I've ever seen. It's like waiting for the pit to start. Yes, dude, yes. As a metal fan, I absolutely love that reference. Nice, good claim. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I only wish I had more. Aquaman. Full disclosure, the first appearance of Ocean Master from this collection was so nice, I couldn't even give you guys a shot at it. It is in the box, out to get graded. Lots of great other books, but I just had to do it. Here we got about a where's the price? 4.5 Aquaman single digit number 6. I will do $15. I don't know where the sticker is. Who cares? Same condition, number 8, 15. Same condition, number 9, 15. Same condition, number 10, 15. Oh, hello. Anybody want like a 5.5 first appearance of Mara? Casual on E. Mikey Maz. You still got a pile here, Mikey? Yeah, you do. Nice. Mikey Maz. Oh, ooh, oh, hey, Mikey. Mikey's in the pit now. All right, number 13. Second appearance of Mara. I'll put that on D. Those go nicely together. All right. It says 15. I'm actually going to pop a 10 on this one because somebody decided to give Aquaman a mustache on that one. Aquaman number 15, $10. All right. Marriage of Aquaman and Mara, number 18. That's a nice mid-grade on C. That's $50. Here, the condition takes a nice upgrade. We have a mid to high, number 19. First, Hyla, the Siren Twin of Mara, mid-grade, 22. First, Aqua Baby, mid-grade, 23. First appearance of the City of Nereus and first Mongo, a mid-grade 30. High, maybe mid to high. High grade 31. Mosh, mosh, mosh. Penguin gets F. Epsilon. Yeah. Black Mantha. Screw you, dude. That's hilarious. Axionic. Second appearance of Ocean Master. High grade F. Very high grade. We're going to get that graded. Very high grade first appearance of Aqua Girl. What's that? 33 on A. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a bundle. If you get all the Mara-related keys, which is the marriage, second appearance, first appearance, if you get all of those, I'll give you the second appearance of Mara for free. That's $290 for just $250. Colt got Aqua Girl. Let me raise up this sticker price. High grade, first Aqua Beast. 34. Low grade, 36. It actually looks gorgeous, but there's a coin-sized bite right there. So we're going to make it 10. Gonagum. High grade, number 7. What the hell? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Nice single digit. Mid to high grade, number 12. J. Dude, I might honestly grade every single book that doesn't move. That's how nice this collection was. Mid to high grade, 14. All right, I'm going to give you a minute on this wall. I'm keeping everything, and I'm probably going to either put some stuff in the antique shop because I know my Aquaman is really low, and some of this I'm just going to get graded. So, hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you guys have 50 seconds left on Aquaman. Donegan. Again, one of the offers was if you take C through E, I'm going to chop off $40 for you. I think you guys are going to miss it. All right. I'll put up the rest of the Aquaman. Low grade 16, mid to high grade 16, mid to high 17, high grade 20, high grade 24, high grade 25, high grade 26, high grade 27, and 28, and I believe that is it. We're going to dig the conditions here, Jonathan. All right. All right, we'll give you a minute left on Aquaman, and it looks like we're going back to JLA. I told you we have more JLA. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 50 seconds. I just tripped on that Ethernet cable. Any Silver Age bat? Nope, no Silver Age bats. All right, friends. Next up, I promised you would see it again. We had one for 100. This one's a little bit lower. First Felix Faust, Epoch, and more. This one's about a 4-0. Number 10, First Felix Faust for F. Number 11, mid-grade B. Number 12, mid-grade First Dr. Light. That's a big one. Mr. Strillick. You want a good one here? Showcase number 9 from 1957. This is the first Lois Lane in a title. Key Collector says the low is $300. Here's a coverless copy for $25. Mid to low grade, First Crime Syndicate and Voltoon, the first Green Lantern, number 29, Justice. About a 4/5, 14, first Hector Hammond with the actual mutated features, and Adam joins the JLA. I'm going to do 10 on this. Number 15, relatively low, $10. Brian. Number 16, mid to low, $15. Nice early numbering JLA right there. Metamorpho joins. This is actually high grade, $20. I forgot to mark this one. Definitely getting this guy graded. First Royal Flush Gang. This is actually high grade, folks. Hundy on D. Axionic on H, $10. Roman Curtis on I and B. Very high grade, number 44. And that, I believe, is the last of our JLA. Captain Atom, number 85. First Punch and Julie. And cover appearance. It's about a 4.5 on D. Very high grade. Secret Agent number 10. Charlton. We got some Charlton today. Here is a gradable copy. I think you're in the 9s on this. Hercules number 1 from Charlton. That's cool. Blue Beetle number 4. And that's a mid to high grade Charlton. Very nice. Donegan. Scarce final issue and a beautiful mid-grade Peacemaker. The final issue number 5. F. Scott. The piles over here. Craig Connor from Facebook is going to snag F. Craig, here's the link. I just need you to fill that out, please and thank you. Where's my pen? Craig Connor. Ugh. Old man sounds awesome. Okay. Lou snags a Charlton. Surprised this didn't move. First Punch and Julie still up there. And then Roman, Metamorpho joins. Roman, you're gonna like the condition on that one. This one's going out to get graded. Super high grade copy of Showcase 70, which was DC's answer to Archie. Binky. First Binky. You're in the 9.4 or higher on that guy. Ed is going to get D. Or did you say what is D? No, you did say D. Got it. From Whitman Comics, Bambi number 1. What book is unlike the other? There you go, $3. Mr. Malanga. Okay. Epsilon. Our Army at War 127, first sure shot, an Apache sniper. Fun fact, Key Collector says the absolute low is 25. So I'm doing 15. I'm even cheaper. More Charlton. We have a high grade Judo Master 98. That looks like an Uncle Lou book right there. N97. Clean copies there. Very nice. Thunderbolt. Peter Cannon Thunderbolt. Another high grade Charlton. I never see Charlton in high grade like this. And last one, number 59. Gradable candidate, Charlton. Luke. And Uncle Lou, maybe I'll see you in the shop this Wednesday. He's a local pickup. Here we have Scooter, number 3. I like the guy with a Batman shirt. DC Scooter, number 3. Mid to high. And then right on D, we'll have Scooter number 1, mid to high. Bomba the Jungle Boy, number 4. Maybe Thursday. That sounds good to me. Don't want to miss out on Dr. Light and First Crime Syndicate. Brave and the Bold, number 21 from 1959. Low grade, 15. Brave and the Bold, 31. It's about a 4.0. First Cave Carson. $70 on F. And then also from 1961, another 10 center. 33 on J. Classic Kubrick cover, Brave and the Bold, 44. Hawkman versus some sort of alien gunner. Low grade, $20. First appearance of the Man Hawks, Brave and Bold, 43. This one's a mid to low grade. 40. On Facebook, thank you, Nick. Excuse me, Brian beat you to that. Last Brave and the Bold is new Hawkman costume. This one is a mid-grade number 42. That's our wall. So I'm going to give you guys a timer, and then we're switching it up. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you guys have 1 minute on this wall. Condition on A is low. It's probably about a 3 to a 3.5. It is also priced $10 under the key collector low. From Facebook, thank you, Nick. Ed's reminding us all to hit that like button. Take a quick second and do that, please. Scott, that is a Brave and the Bold 42. I have to say, a little surprised I'm putting DC Silver Age back. That's got to be the first time I think we've ever not moved DC Silver Age. All right. Now, Superman, we're going to do some Superman Silver Age, and I think this stuff's very affordable. Superman 155, mid to high. Superman 156, Supergirl and Crypto cover, mid to low. Superman 186, mid to high. Superman 185, mid to high. Superman 184, high. Superman 183, mid to high. Superman 187, mid to high. Superman 188, high. Superman 189, Origin and the Destruction of Krypton 2, mid to low. Superman 190, first appearance of Amalek. That is very high graded. And that is going to get graded if you guys don't today. Cadet. Colt. Cadet. Donagum. Colt. Donagum. Tom. Nick. Lou. Next. Superman 191, mid to high. 192, mid to high. 193 giant size, mid to low. 194 high. 195 Crypto Supergirl cover, high. 196 high. 198 high. 199 mid to high. First race with Flash. 200 anniversary edition, high. 201 mid to high. Clark quits. Nice to see the Superman love. Mark, do you have a pile? I don't think we do. Did we start a new pile for you? No, I think. Mark Fry. Doug. Killed. Neil Adams. Mid to high, 204. 182, first Toyman in the Silver Age. High grade. I'm going to put a dot on that for grading. High grade 181. $180 mid to high. Lois tossing around Superman. $179 mid to high. First red and gold kryptonite, mid 178. 177 high. 176 mid. Penguin. Blue. Cadet. $175 mid. 174 mid to high. Brainiac cover mid 173. 168 mid. 167 first Vril Drox the clone of Brainiac. First Tharla and Origin of Brainiac. Brainiac cover mid 167 F. 166 mid. Axionic D. From Facebook A. Colt F. And the end of our Superman, let's see. B and G, Penguin. Comic Cadet, you at least got 10% off. I can see that. So, pleasure having you, my friend. 165 mid A. 164 mid B. Lex Luthor fights with Superman. Love that cover. 163 mid D. 162. The third appearance of General Zod mid 162 F. 161 mid G. And we have a few more. Or if you want to say claim all the rest of the soup, it's these 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you a couple for free. Good day. Hang on. Nope. You're not done. All right, 160 mid to low. 159 mid grade. 158 is first Thon Ol, the Kryptonian scientist, in a mid copy on G. Colt got I, and now we can put up our last Superman book. 157, first Quex Ul. I can't even pronounce those Kryptonian names. Crazy. There you go, Colt. And that is the rest of our Superman up on the wall. If you claim the whole wall, let's do a spicy wall claim. How about this? If you claim the whole wall, and it's not going to work if one of the books is gone, claim the whole wall. I'll give you that $40 book on G for free. That's a good offer. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. That offer is only going to work on that whole wall. Axionic is doing it. Knows a good opportunity when he sees one. It doesn't hurt that he's also getting 20% off all of it anyway. Nice. Actually, that's going to be a tight squeeze in your box, Tom. That is what she said. We'll figure it out. Okay. Next up is Jimmy Olsen. Now, pay attention to this because I actually got some nice high grades in here. And I actually find high grade Jimmy Olsen is even cheaper than Superman. So check it. Yeah. All right, 99 double digit Jimmy, high grade. 89 high grade. 90 mid to high grade. 91 high grade. 74 mid grade. 75 mid-grade. 76, mid-grade. 77, mid-grade. 78, mid to low grade. 79, mid-grade. No, there was no dark. This Jimmy Olsen run had none of the keys. Ironically, this guy already sold me all the keys months ago, which we did at one of the claim sales. So first Dark Side, Morgan Edge, all those guys, it's gone. Brian. And G and H. Nice. J, Brian. Bizarro Jimmy Olsen cover. Mid to low, 80. 81, mid. 82, mid. 83, mid to low. 84, awesome cover. Dinosaur versus Kong. I love it. I love it. Colt got an E. Meat got a C. That one's gone, Nick, from Facebook. But Penguin got J. And it's not just the 12 centers. We actually do have some 10-cent coming up. We do indeed. All right. 85, mid to low. Brainiac cover. 86, mid. High grade, 87. Are they as much fun to read? I actually like the Jimmy Olsen and Lois comics better than Superman from this time period. They're extra goofy, which can be a lot of fun. I've always been a sidekick guy, so I really like Jimmy, which is why I liked the Superman movie so much. Mid-grade, 88 on J. And same thing as always, if you take the wall, I'm going to give you a nice chunk of free stuff. So let's start the timer for 1 minute. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. I don't know if she heard me. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Thanks, Nick from Facebook. All right, you guys have 15 seconds on the wall. All right. Okay. Jimmy Olsen throws Batman. High grade, 92. We're going to the 10 centers. 43. Check your lists. 43. Mid-grade C. 42. Mid-grade D. 93. The Batman Superman of Earth X. Mid to high grade B. That's a 12 center. 40 from 1959. E. Mid-grade 10 cent E. 39. Mid to low F. 10 cents. From 1959, it's issue 38. Mid to low G. 37. There is actually a dog ear that I am actually able to fix right now. So let me do that. That's going to bother me. Baseball cover. Get in there. 10 cent. Number 37. Baseball cover. Mid-grade on H. 1959. C. To Brian. B. To Colt. Dalton. D. Brian. E. And H. First, Lucy Lane. Got to be one of the best deals of the night. Mid to low. B. 36. Issue 35. Mid to low. 10 center on C. Issue 25 from 1957. Low. D. Issue 107. Geez. Incredibly high grade. That's 12 center. He's got a little out of order. 94. Incredible condition. H. 105. Mid to high. 10. 103. High grade. J. Jerry Lewis and Bob Hope. Those are stinkers. Those don't move too well for I think anybody. I usually do those for $5. Brian got a B. Dalton got a D. Lou got an E and an H and a J. All right. And our final Jimmy Olsen is a 102 mid on D. Never mind. We still have Jimmy Olsen. Who said they needed 101? Brian, I'm just going to give it to you. I assume you need it. You said you need it, so there it goes. Right in your pile. 41 for J.O. Robot. Mid to low. 10 center. B. 100 high grade anniversary edition. Jimmy Olsen marries a gorilla in a high grade 98. Getting a little starved for stories there. Very high grade 97. 96 high grade. The F Lou, yeah. Devil cover, 95, mid-grade. It's a giant size on E. If anyone wants, you can just say claim the rest of Jimmy Olsen, or you can say claim Jimmy Olsen, and I'll give you a few books for free. One of my favorites. 10 center, number 44, mid-grade Wolfman cover. Gotta love that. Marriage of Jimmy and Supergirl, coverless. F. 73, mid to high. Cool. Yeah, you got it. Let's actually fill it. 72, mid, 71, low. All right, so 96, 105, 72, 38, 71, 92, 41, 35, 102, 73. Man, these got out of order. Again, if someone wants to say claim the rest of the Jimmy Olsen, I'll give you a few books for free. We'll make it worth your while. Those who do a full wall claim are rewarded. After this, we got a little pinch of Showcase. D to Brian. Here, you know what, guys? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a leak. All right, sorry about that. A for 10? Sure. First Silver Kryptonite, mid to low. A, that is issue 70. 69. That is actually a Nightwing cover. The Silver Age Nightwing. 10. Laura's taking the Jimmy. It's out of here. Laura, let's give you some free books. Here's another Devil cover. Free. Issue 66. Free. Issue 64. Free. Let's give you one more for free. Issue 67. Free. Thanks for your claim on Jimmy Olsen. We are moving on to Showcase. You've had a good day today, Laura Lee. And with that, we're moving to Showcase. The Showcase section is not very big, but we'll do what we got, okay? All right. Showcase 55, mid-grade, first Solomon Grundy in the Silver Age, first first Golden Age Green Lantern in the Silver Age. 55 on B. And I hate that I was not able to get that into Mylar. I'm sorry. I like to have my $40 books and up in Mylar, but it just didn't arrive in time. 1960, Showcase 10 center, number 25, a mid-grade Rick Hunter Time Master. 26, mid to low, Alien cover, Showcase 26, 10 center. The first appearance of the Sea Devils, Showcase 27, mid-grade, and somewhere around here. Aha! I have one just a pinch lower. First Sea Devils again. Pretty crazy to have two of those. All right. Second appearance of Sea Devils, 10 center, Showcase 28, mid-grade H. Third appearance of Sea Devils, that is a sharp mid-grade. That's 120. Showcase stuff ain't cheap. Showcase 31, second solo Aquaman issue. Mid-grade 200 on A. 10 cents Showcase is no joke. First, Creature King, aka Chimera, third Aquaman issue. That one's maybe mid to high. Showcase 32 on E. We brought the meats, C and D. Are out of here. They went to Greg. Showcase 33, final Aquaman issue in Showcase mid to low, C. Showcase 35, second appearance of the Atom. About a 4-5, I would say, on that one on D. And then I got the third appearance of Adam. That is maybe around, let me not hide his face. Third appearance of Adam, Showcase 36. That's about a 6.5, something like that. If anyone brought their wallets, we've slid some big boys into today's sale here. Very desirable stuff up on this wall right now. All right, I think you guys are going to let this one go to a timer. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Showcase 17? Did we have what's 17? No, I don't think we had anything that low. Oh, you guys are letting some good stuff go. Let me put it this way. I'm going to grade every single book on this wall. Let's see if that'll help you decide here. I'll give you another 30 seconds. Whew, Holt gets a big boy. Okay. Okay. Oh, Craig Connor. What was? Craig was B and F these? Craig, let me know what B and F, and then also Penguin did F, H, and I. So Craig Connor, here, I'll just put it all up again. I don't know if it's going to be in the same order. I'm just going to have you guys claim again because I cleared the wall and then all these claims came in. So let's see what we got. Penguin got the Sea Devils. Yeah, but I have a few Sea Devils on the wall. So I'm going to have Craig and Penguin reclaim the books they want. All the Sea Devils. All right, that's easy. DEG. And then Mr. What was it? Craig Connor. Let me know what you are wanting. That's old news, Professor Echo. First season Devil. Oh, first Sea Devil. And okay, so you technically actually beat Penguin on that one. But what was B? Craig, what was the other one? Craig, you got two claims. What was the other one? Because the only one of them was the Sea Devil one. And then Craig Connor. Let me find Craig. What was your second claim? It already went. Okay. All right, we are caught up then. Boom. All right. Okay. I guess this is as good a time as any to get my full run of Sea Devils ready for you guys. But let's finish out our more cheaper showcase in the meantime. We have a Pincher showcase, a low grade 42, Origin of Tommy Tomorrow. Showcase 43, low grade 43, first James Bond in U.S. Comics. Mid to low grade 44. Mid grade 46, classic cover. Mid-grade 47. Low grade 48. Let me just fill the wall. Mid to low grade 49. Mid to low grade 50. Mid to low grade 51. Mid to low grade 52. There you go. Showcase, as you probably know, is one of the hardest DC runs to fill. So, you're welcome. Doug takes Tommy tomorrow. I'm also going to do Showcase 53. G.I. Joe story. Mid-grade D. And 54. Another G.I. Joe story. All right, where's my phone? And I'm sure, well, I don't know. If you take the rest of the showcase, which includes first Psycho Pirate, a mid to high grade first Enemy Ace Classic Hubert cover, and second appearance of Wonder Girl, third Teen Titans. If you claim all that, I will actually give you the whole wall. I'm going to give you B, an $80 book for free. Let's start a timer. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. $80 book for free if you claim that the rest of the showcase. Fred Connor, what is the highest grade first Sea Devil? The higher grade of the two. There was one that was 110 that got claimed quite a bit before. You got the better of the two. Do I have a timer up? 15 seconds left. There are good books slipping through the cracks today. Sometimes we have these sales and every last book sells. It looks like that is not what we're doing today. All right, this stuff is going to my antique shop. Some of it's going to get graded. All right, let's do those Sea Devils. Now, what I really dug about this Sea Devils run is there's some high-ass grades here. This was beautiful. Gray Tone, Sea Devils number 3, mid-grade A. Mid-grade number 4. Gray Tone mid-grade number 5. Mid to high grade number 6. Mid to high grade number 7. Mid grade 8. Same with 9. Same with 10. Mid to high grade 11. Sea Devils is one of the tougher ones to get. Definitely a much more scarce run to come up on. Some really good stuff here and some gradable candidates, quite a bit of them. Mr. Dalton, you got to say which book you're claiming. Same as always, if anyone wants the full run, I'll give you a few books for free. This is one of the harder ones to get for sure. That is a surprise. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Guys, what are we doing out here? Maybe you just don't know this stuff, but this is not stuff that you see for $15. You guys are letting stuff slip through the cracks here. I'm telling you, this is good stuff here. Although I am noticing we also don't have as many people as we normally do, so maybe everybody's at Comic-Con or something. Is there a Comic-Con happening today somewhere? If anyone claims the rest of the Sea Devils, I will give you the entire bottom row for free. I'll give you another minute on that one. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. There's something in Maryland. Greg's claiming all the Sea Devils. Mr. Malanga, that might be one of the coolest claims you've done. I think you're going to be over the moon. Greg. Do I have another short box? All right. Okay, Greg, you have a little pile down here. Old man sounds. Lid. All right. Greg, you still have over half of a short box left. You know what? I'm going to take a quick break from the DC Silver. I'm going to show you guys a new product I have. Wow, that's heavy. Here we go. So you guys have seen Bronze Age bundles. You've seen the 90s gimmick bundles. This is what we're going to call a Mint Hunter mystery box. Okay? This is, for $20, you are going to get at least $30 worth of priced inventory. And you guys know my pricing by now. I try to be at FMV or below. For example, this one is actually $37 worth of priced books. This one is $35 worth of price books. This one is $33 worth of price books. Everything is at least $30, which if you're doing math, $30 for 20 is 33% off. Many of these will be 40% off, and quite a few of them are even 50% off. You cannot claim a specific bundle. Does not work that way. It is a mystery box. We're going to start them on H. And I can't make too many of these because this is not a good financial business move to do for me. I'm literally just throwing an extra $15 away on each one of these. But have at. See what you got. Bob Leonard gets one. And I forget, Bob Leonard, did you already have a pile? I think they're starting a pile for you. Joe Baker. Laura. Alex. Kilt. Weddle. Not yet today, just got here. Okay, cool. I'm going to try to have like 10 of these at every sale. So there'll be a first come, first serve. We'll give you guys 1 more minute on those. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. And here's the link. There's one that has $39 technically of price keys. Tom? Oh. Tom got a 40. Nice. Scott. Oh. 2 40s in a row. Nice, Scott. All right. All right. We are going to close the show with your guys' favorite Silver Age DC, Lois Lane. Which is strangely enough, one of my all-time best movers up there with X-Men and ASM. So here we go. Let's end with a bang. 10-cent Lois, 1961, mid-grade, $10. 1961, bizarre. This is a weird cover. What is even happening there? 10-cent Lois, B. Number 24, 10-cent, mid-grade C. First, Lena, Jules, and Arlene Luthor. So the Luthor family. 23, mid to low, D. 1960, 6-0. Mid to low, 22. Still 10 cent. Scott got A. Colt got B. Brian got C. Brian, your pile is bursting at the seams. Colt got D. Grind that E. Lois Lane, number 20. 10 cent. Mid-grade B. Number 18. Getting real low here. Mid to low H. 15. 1959. Mid to low D. 12. Low C. 10. 1959. Low B. 71. Mid to high. Second Catwoman in the Silver Age. That's a key. C. 63. Mid to high. 64. Mid to high. 65. Mid to high. 66. High. 67. Extremely high grade. 68. Giant size. High. 69. High. 72. High. 73. High. 74. First Bizarro Flash. Mid to high. Oh, I'm blocking my. There we go. 49. Low. 75. High. 76. High. Bikini cover. 78. Quite high on A. 79. This is going to go fast. First Neil Adams Superman. High. H. Mark. I actually have two mid-grade 50s. Mid to high, excuse me. I'm going to slip some coverless in people's piles for free. Matt Dalton, you got one. And Clayton Harper, you got one. Who got H? Oh, I actually was wrong about that. Looks like you did, Mr. Roger. Roger. All right, 51, mid-high, H. 52, mid, I. Classic Kissing Booth cover, mid to high, 53. Laura Leet, that is the second Catwoman in the Silver Age. High. $54, mid, H. 55, mid, I. 56, mid, A. Only got a small amount left here. Why did a giant hornet just go past my face? Line A. Brian. 57, mid. 58, bikini cover, mid-high. Detached. Looks a lot nicer, but trust me, it's low because it's detached. C. 59. 60, mid to high, H. We're getting down to it. 61, mid to high, C. 62, mid to high, I. And we've just got a pinch left. Give me a second. What issues are D and E? 63 and 64. Anybody want to claim the rest of the Lois at this point? We're down to the bottom of it. Claim the rest of the Lois. Get some free books. Bob. Number 30, mid to low. 31, mid to low. 32, low. Claim Lois. This was your day. 3D. 3. 3. 3. That's it. All right, guys. That is it for today. A bit of a shorter sale today, but we'll see if we can't get a nice crowd together for next Sunday. Sometimes I do claim sales in the middle of the week. Typically, if I do, they're targeted at a bit more cheaper stuff. A lot of $4 books, $5 books, things of that nature. Before I go, let's give you one more shot at the Mint Hunter Mystery Bundle. Mint Hunter Mystery Bundle. We'll do a couple more of those. All right. And no, the mystery bundle is not $2,667. If you haven't filled out the link, make sure you do. Guys, great show as always. Next week we'll have even more. Bob Leonard's taking one. Not bad, Bob. You got a 36. Yeah, if you want to pad your pile, go ahead and get them. When is the next slab sale? Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's do some slabs real quick. I forgot that I wanted to show off a couple new inventory slabs. Please hold. Completely forgot about that. Okay. If you get any of the following slabs, you're going to get free shipping. Swamp Thing 9, 9/8 white. Completely forgot about that. Thank you for mentioning something, Tim. Okay. First, Morbius, 8-0. Year 2. First appearance of the Grim Reaper, 9/8 white, 575. Spawn 3. First Cian Fitzgerald, the Newsy, 160. Second appearance of Gambit, 9/8 white, 550. First Hellboy, 9/8 white, 370. First Brotherhood of Evil and Doom Patrol 86. It's the actual first Doom Patrol title, 240. This is a bundle. First appearance of Doom Patrol and the second appearance of Doom Patrol. So it's actually the first and second for just 500. The Grinder Gamer RPG. Boy, where was your pile? That was a little while ago. Grinder Gamer. Oh, I found you. You just got free shipping. Not bad for first time, too. Good deal. First appearance of Luke Cage. White Pager. First, we just sold the second. Here's the first Silver Age Catwoman. Mortal Kombat Tournament, #1, 1994, Malibu. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you got 50 seconds on this wall. Again, if you get a slab, your whole pile is going to be free shipping. Colt, that is actually pretty funny. Again, first appearance of Doom Patrol and second appearance of Doom Patrol bundle on H. It's not just the one book. First and second. Green Lantern 185. What the hell is Green Lantern 185? 185. Let me check my Green Lantern. Let me see. Well, I don't know what 184 was, but I looked at all my 180s and that was the only one missing. So I guess that sold or something. I don't know. All right. I'll put up another small stack of new inventory and then I think that's it, folks. All right. So funny. Every single book I just showed is so cheaper than it just was. Who dropped Who dropped $2,000 on the first Gambit during COVID? Now it's under 600 bucks. Crazy. All right, Super Mario 4. That's a tough. Newsy 98. First Man Bat 92. First Little Mermaid. Very scarce in 98. 200. Death of Goblin 80. ASM 122. First appears a Werewolf by Night. Marvel Spotlight 2. The earliest iteration of the Mark Jeweler variant, the National Diamond Sale Jeweler variant of first full Red Sonja 8. Very scarce. The last book of the night, first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Superheroes 18. That'll do it. Ray got a G. And Ray, you have a pretty big pile, so I don't even know how I'm going to figure out the free shipping, but we will make it work somehow. Yeah, I have no idea how we're going to do that. We'll do it though. Alex Ray. All right. Let me find like one or two more. Let's see. First, the Lady Deadpool 98 White PGX. Catwoman 51. Probably Adam Hughes' most recognizable. Whoa, we are blurry. Good Lord. Wow. Probably Adam Hughes' most famous cover in 98. Catwoman 51. And that'll do it. More ASM. Yeah, I have a pinch more. McFarlane cover, first appearance of Solo. And then we have a full wall, so I can't really do anything else. But I'll do 200 on this Ramita Hobgoblin Classic. And I'll do 250 on this 229. Mr. Fry got C. Oh. Boom. And if you can see it, I'll sneak this down here on J. I don't know. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Tom, yeah, let me find. Where did I just put that? First Morbius to Tom. GL 182 says Laura. Let me find it. You know what's funny, Laura? I don't even have the stickers on this stuff, but I do have a GL 182 if you want it. I have it listed on my eBay. If you want it, just claim it, and I'll pull it off eBay for you. Can I have a free comic? No, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to ask. All right. So, Laura, let me know if that's a deal on that guy. It's whatever the price I have listed on eBay. Shoot me an email, Laura. We'll get it. We'll get something figured out for you, guys. As always, I love you. Great show today. Everybody have a good night, and bear with me. The invoicing does take some time. Okay, be patient, please. Peace.